playing finals for your country. I mean, it's a dream coming true. But you know, a final, you don't play a final, you win a final. We cannot lose this one.
It almost did one goal, just purely assuming that Zayn must have scored here, but Monkeyman might. He does! It's Monkeyman with the mic game.
Everyone is extremely focused on just one goal and it's lifting the trophy. As a team, we are so confident that there is no threat. We are the threat. That's pretty much it.
One step away from the trophy, we are ready to lift it. It will feel so good, especially with this team. We work hard the whole season. We suffered a lot, we celebrated a lot. Now it's time to get a trophy for our country.
Even if Saudi Arabia do have the mechanics to get past that first man, someone there helping out. As we see here, Ruas gets past a couple of them and then they fake everyone!
It is really important for us to win this trophy, especially for the fans, because they deserve the celebration of the win. I won't tell you how we're gonna win, but we are gonna win.
No, I don't want the silver medal. It's only gold in our eyes.
Inshallah, we're gonna win. So bring it on.
The closer we get to this final match, the louder and more packed it gets in here. They're bringing out extra chairs, the volume is pumping, and our players have to remain cool under it all. We will find out which team is ice cold and which team is going to get burned very shortly. And as they're preparing for this matchup, I have to wonder, Herc, what is going through their minds?
Everything under the sun and yet nothing at all. They are probably, well, let's start with Saudi Arabia, actually. You know what? And Chiefs and I probably would love to have this conversation. I've been getting flamed on Twitter all morning for it. Saudi, every time I have seen you in a final recently, you have not come out victorious. There have been a few times they have, but this is the most important one. And it is against the team that probably would make it more difficult than any other.
Let's find out just how difficult they intend to make it. We've got CJ, who had a few words with Safi before this match.
Here with Farah, coach of France, grand final time. Perhaps, is this the grand final you were expecting?
At the beginning of the event, yeah. Now we're here, so let's just win it.
Ready to go now. You've I guess, put in the work. Game 7 against Morocco. Do you think that's put you guys, I guess, in good stead for this grand final, that Game 7?
I hope so, yeah. I mean, Morocco gave us a really, really tough challenge. But I think, you know, it helps us, you know, having a really, really good momentum coming into the final. So, you know, I'm really happy about it, and I'm excited to play the finals.
You've been the villain before. You've been in a hostile environment before. Are you going to channel some of that Boston energy here?
We'll see, we'll see. I think the Saudi people will cheer rightfully so for their team, but we're here to spoil the party.
Can I get a prediction for the grand final score-wise?
What?
Can I get a prediction, grand final, for the score or not?
No, we just want to win.
Awesome, there you go. Thanks very much, Farah. Best of luck in the grand final. Cheers.
Thank you for that, Farah. Thank you, CJ. It is loud in here, and we are getting mixed up. But you know who's not mixed up? Our wonderful teams with their heads on straight. And with their head on straightest, we've got the coach of Saudi Arabia, who also had a few words with CJ.
I'm here with Doom, coach of Saudi Arabia. I was going to say Falcons. A massive grand final coming up against France. What are your thoughts in this one?
This is our third grand final this season. We are confident and we feel like it's our time to win. We know the opponent is not easy, France, but we know how to play, and we will play confidently and we will win, inshallah.
And you've got the crowd on your side as well. How much of a factor will that play?
Yeah, it will affect a lot. Yalla عيال, شدوا.
All right, let's go. Good luck to Saudi Arabia in the grand final.
Oh, having the crowd in your favor has got to feel amazing, especially in this stadium. We're going to check in with the online crowd and see who they think will win, but I'm going to pass the question on to you, Herc. I believe you were saying something about Saudi Arabia in the final.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a team that, as incredible as they are, truly should be and basically are one of the #1 teams in the world, with the exception of the people sitting across from them. They struggle here. This is usually where they find their kryptonite a little bit. It is this grand finals position. Now, I do believe after the match that I saw earlier this morning against Brazil, they have the capability to go up against a France that has to be taken to Game 7 by Morocco.
And there is benefits to that for France. I mean, I actually expect Saudi Arabia to come out very similar to Morocco. You know, it's the 1v1. Obviously, I think they're going to be doing a more dangerous job of it. So the real pressure is definitely going to head France's way first. And it's very possible that Saudi Arabia could just steamroll 1 or 2 games in a row. And it might take France a second to settle in here. And after that, I'm willing to see what Fair has figured out from that, because that's the only breaking point for me. If defense wins you a championship, France has to prove that they can stop what I believe is the better offense.
Incredible offense, incredible defense. They need to bring it all to bear in this final match. We've seen the trophy. You've heard the audience. You've watched both these teams work all week long to get here. And now, without further ado, it is time to begin our final match. Let's send it down to the stage and get started with France versus Saudi Arabia!
Will win the first FIFAe World Cup. You've got it down to the wire, James. Saudi Arabia versus France. Let's get it going.
Jarby, we knew this was a collision course between these two teams, and it has finally come to a head.
You have a monstrous defense in Saudi Arabia and an absolutely oppressive offense. But Zen, Monkey Moon, and Vatira, they are absolutely world-class. Many had them as the favorites coming into this tournament. They made it to this point, but Saudi Arabia was right there behind them in everyone's minds.
Saudi Arabia, the hometown heroes, hosting this event. And you heard the coach Doom. This is their 3rd grand final. Will the 3rd time be a charm, Jorby?
Well, you got Monkey Moon on the other side. He basically lives in the grand finals. You might as well call it his estate. It's gonna be tough to break him out of it. We're taking him out downfield. TRK forced to run away. And oh, he's not going in. Oh!
And it all came from that team bump. You saw Killers and Rawas both running into each other, leaving that ball wide open to be hit. Killers' rotation delayed because of that, so a mistake early on gives France the lead.
Oh, that is not how Saudi Arabia want to start. And James, something that's plagued this Saudi Arabia team is they look unbeatable right up until they get to the grand final. And then something happens. And this starts happening. Zed puts this in, and here we go again.
Where was the defense? TRK goes for it, just gets beat. And you wonder if the nerves are starting to get to Saudi Arabia. We've seen this happen before. Saudi Arabia look unstoppable. They didn't lose a single game up to this point, Jorby. They didn't lose a game throughout all of the group stage, and now they start off slow in the grand final.
That's the thing. The team that they're up against, a lot of star power on it. Saudi Arabia, one thing they can certainly go back to is that, hey, it's the first minute. Sit in, let those nerves settle a little bit, and try to get stable here in the midfield. Zen up next, challenged immediately, and this does give Saudi Arabia a chance to actually read the field for a little bit. Yeah, those team bumps certainly hurting it. Ooh, that shot just a little wide, will be pinched out.
Low boost for Saudi Arabia. Rawas just gets some, then gets demoed. How many times have we seen Rawas get demoed, then the goal goes right in? And more panic there. You see TRK, I wonder if he even collided with Killers right there. Defensively, Saudi Arabia are breaking down.
This is, I mean, I said it before, just not the start that Saudi Arabia wanted, needed, but wow, how France shut this crowd down. They were going nuts right before it started, and now France have put a pin in it for now. Monkey Moon will step this down. I mean, this is quite the wall-up. Another one, they're just deleting them.
Rawas, though, that save was critical. This game is still possible for Saudi Arabia. That save keeps them in it, but for now we see shot after shot come in from France. France They've started strong and they're still going.
Another clear out for Colors. Roas, a little skip. He's got space, but no boost. Actually got the bump on Vatira. This could be a play, but too long. You see Killers sitting back. He didn't go.
Killers and Roas both on low boost, and that was a beautiful ball. That shot opportunity is one you hope for. Now we see France on the other end, forced to make a save. Saudi Arabia, in those key moments where they need to have boost, they just don't.
Killers tries to get back to it, but couldn't get the touch. Maybe expected a 50. Zen, up off the ceiling, and everyone back on Saudi Arabia. No one could even go to contest that last touch. TRK, that's just a delay to help everybody get reset on defense. Talk about how good that Saudi Arabian defense has been the whole way up to this point, and they can't put it on a pass or a shot, whichever one you were going for. It didn't work.
And you could hear the crowd holding their breath on that opportunity, thinking that Roas might have a double tap opportunity or even go for a pass, but it just didn't pan out. However, Saudi Arabia starting to get their wheels under them.
Do have a couple of solid challenges here in the orange. Roas, solid first touch, forces France to chase him down. And now they're starting to put it together, but the pass broken up for now. TRK up high, but there's just no play there. They got to play the third, and that bounce ruins Killer's positioning. They're forced to stop, and Roas has to try from his own third.
50 bounces right down, another shot opportunity.
There we go. Board down and in. Saudi Arabia are on the board.
Waking up. They're the Saudi Arabians. Beautiful 50 from Roas. Forces that ball out and then got around to the side to get the ball back to the middle. Brilliant approach there from Roas to open up the gap there in the middle of the field.
Just need a little Saudi coffee. They've woken up. Saudi Arabia still have time to do it.
And they get this kickoff from Roas. The backboard is covered. Zen with the wave landing, wants the bump, drop off, the monkey moon and the delivery hits home!
And what a way to silence the opposition. Zen threatening, gets the reset, uses it to wave dash again, getting in the way, trying to bump TRK. And France, right after giving one up, get one right back. This is domination by France.
Well, Saudi Arabia headed into game two. You're just happy that this is happening in game one and not later in this series. You got plenty of time to adjust, plenty of time to settle the nerves.
Wow.
And there you go. The physics are working in your favor on that bounce, Saudi Arabia. Take what you can get in game one.
Final minute here, and not much positive to point to for Saudi Arabia. France has been so in control, but they've also received some gifts by Saudi Arabia defensively. Things started out with that team bump, and they just haven't seemed to they just can't seem to work together, Jorby. They've been struggling this whole game.
Which is so surprising because we just watched them against Brazil play like the ultimate team. But then they get to this point, and like you said, why is the synchronicity not there? It gets pushed out to the side, France. They'll punish your mistakes all day. They don't care. They'll play boring Rocket League if that's what it takes.
Oh, Zen
and he gets the cross, but denied that time.
Zen's so fluid on the ball. You saw him land on the ceiling, not handbrake, so he could cut immediately to get back to the ball. Zen so in control. France so in control. Game one is looking like it's all France.
It absolutely is. Saudi Arabia, a bit of a false start here in game number one. They'll drop one to start. But game two, the beauty of it, 0-0, 5 minutes. Just got to reset the mental, get back into the game.
Jorby, there's been discussions all around the Rocket League sphere on, is this the MO for Team Falcons, who now represent Saudi Arabia? Do they look like the best team in the world until the grand finals and then break down? That's been what some people have been saying, and in game one, that's what it looks like.
What's crazy, James, is that this has plagued them through multiple rosters. Like TRK, he's the last player standing from the old Falcons roster that failed in the grand finals. And every single time they've made it, something's happening. Something happens in the mind where they just fall apart, but you know this team is capable of it.
There's no doubting it.
You've seen them play as the best in the world.
It honestly feels like it's all up here for Team Saudi Arabia, all between the ears. It's all mental. They have the ability, but what's it going to take to unlock that on this stage, in these moments where it's all on the line in the grand finals.
And I mean, when you are on Saudi Arabia, you know that's in your mind. You know how many grand finals you got to. I was talking to Roas earlier, and he's thinking it's going to happen this time. Is what he said to me. He's like, we're done losing in the grand finals. So they know what's at stake. They know what's on their back right now, but that can haunt you as much as it might drive you.
And I think France smell blood in the water after game one. All eyes on game two to see if Saudi Arabia can bounce back.
You heard what Farah said in that video before the grand finals started. There is no threat. We are the threat. And that shows you the utter confidence of France and this entire team. Everyone wanted to see the best of France together. Zen, Monkey Moon, and Vatira. Many would put their dream team roster, the best roster, as those three players. They have certainly met that kind of expectation making it to this grand final. Well, let's see. Saudi Arabia, they don't have a team bump in the first 30 seconds.
And that's really where it all seemed to go wrong. That team bump leading to that open net. Something as simple as that can really throw you off. But so far this first minute, seeming to be pretty even. Saudi Arabia, now a chance. Killers self-pass off the ceiling, but that's broken up.
Yeah, good challenges. France getting to the ball quickly. Saudi Arabia get forced back on defense. Monkey Moon drilled out looking for a bump. We got France deep on the midfield line. Monkey Moon creates an opportunity with Zen. The defense holding for now, and boost levels are okay on both sides. Fairly even. TRK slapped it across, but Zen just picked the pocket and almost stole their lunch.
And there was a bump attempt on Zen, but Zen still jumping over it. Killers with a great read defensively. Zero boost, though. All of Saudi Arabia running on pads. Killers finally gets a full boost. So does TRK. We'll see if they can fend this off.
Yeah, those corner boosts spawned at the perfect time. I think one of them actually went and got that midfield boost as well. So a critical moment for those spawns. France kill that one out to the side. Killers get bumped out of the way. Roas comes in to support. And Vatira will catch it and totally stall out that Saudi Arabia attack. And turn it back on defense. Monkey Moon will hold them back again. France have that midfield line again. Challenge in front. He's missed it. TRK brings it through. Roas will not get a chance.
Monkey Moon didn't even have much boost to work with. Still got the touch and the corner boost. Monkey Moon everywhere. Hitting one of the most interesting shots we've seen in a while in the semifinal. You know that Monkey Moon is locked in, ready to play. He's continued to get the job done on these big stages.
France trying to find a way through right now. They're not having that dominant control from the midfield. They got pushed back to their third just a tad. TRK trying to take that space. I actually like that. Monkey Moon takes it up.
Oh, the fake challenge as well by Zen, forcing Killers to give up that ball.
Oh, great
This is
time.
putting Saudi Arabia in a really awkward spot.
Monkey Moon moves it across again on the wave dash, and Roas's touch kind of stopped that attack for just a moment to allow Saudi Arabia to get set, mitigating that play from Killers. Zen gonna play this back to his own wall, and this, you can feel the tension now.
Roas challenging off the ceiling, kicking it back out into the middle. TRK trying to 50 it into a dangerous spot. Clear attempt does find Vatira. France, though, playing boom ball. There's the shot, saved. Still on the attack. Killers reset, wait for it. Wave dash 50 off the post. No one's there to punch it in.
Oh man, I thought he might have done it all himself there. He got around everybody on France, and it was the fourth man who came through. Now Zen, the first man, down and taken away by Roas. Monkey Moon throws it out to the right side, but Vatira was playing third man, playing defense, waiting for a potential clear. Kaliers comes with that clear. And a catch again. France are not letting that backboard away. But Roas gets in the front of it again. Saudi Arabia's defense much better here in game number 2, but Monkey Moon continues to harass them. Killers getting denied by Zen on the challenge. Zen
gets a 50 as
back
well.
down, and Roas in a tough spot. Only 10 boosts. He was forced to give up the ball. Now he gets deleted. Another touch from Killers brings the ball down.
Zen, full boost here to take it to the air. The touch goes a little off to the side. Tried to go for the bump instead, but Roas still gets the hit. Looking for a pass up to TRK. TRK cut off by Monkey Moon.
Great cut from Monkey Moon. Vatira also playing it soft. There was no angle for Killers to take. Roas forced to play it back across to the corner. 45 seconds remaining. Still 0-0. After defensive disaster in game number 1, Saudi Arabia has completely flipped that. But as far as the offense goes, neither team has found it. Zen, no boost, not much he can do.
France Keep that ball in. Less than 30 seconds left to go. That next goal seems like it will be the one.
Monkey Moon wins the touch completely. Puts that touch over TRK. Another 50. Back to Zen. Zen puts the 50 down. Monkey Moon back. He needs boost. And he's actually going to take some time to try to fake to get through the midfield. It works. But Rawas has to dump it back. He's got no boost. And Killers is going the other way. That's a broken play from Saudi Arabia. And France might be able to punish, but it's killed back to the corner. Vatira has to wait as well. The end of regulation. Ball still in the air. Vatira. Catch. Flick. The Monkey. Back to Vatira. Catch to the ramp. Full boost. Vatira, where's Zen or Monkey? No one's there. We got overtime.
What an effort from France in the end. That bump opening up the lane. France, had they had a few more seconds, might have been able to score on that effort.
Saudi Arabia, you only gotta score one to tie up the series. What wonders that should do for your mental here in this grand final. They're already looking different than previous grand finals we've seen them, where they were never able to actually get anything going. This is different than before. This can be where Saudi Arabia can build the bricks and find a way to break through France.
Not if France has anything to do with it, but we see Rawas trying to make the play. Ball out in the middle of the field, pinch. Rawas doesn't turn for it. Monkey Moon passed up. Rawas doubling off the side, snagging that mid boost. What can Monkey Moon do here?
Not a whole lot. Killers gets right on top of him. But still, France holding on to that midfield. That's a good aggressive challenge, but Saudi Arabia just aren't able to get to that follow-up. That will kill them if they can't figure it out, because then he'll play it slow.
Vatira's up.
Dumps it back. That's back to Vatira. Tough touch off the ceiling. He gets through one. Monkey Moon, one touch.
Oh.
But the backboard's covered just barely. And here comes France starting to tackle him. And a big clear to help Saudi Arabia. Gets the breathing room. TRK
Wonderful idea.
will not get the touch.
Wonderful idea from Vatira, though, going for that pass off the ceiling, trying to get that bump. Monkey Moon maybe just thinking he could sneak that through with a double tap instead of going for the straight up shot. Regardless, France continuing to generate opportunities.
TRK, that's a big 50. Monkey Moon now has to buy some time for France, and TRK is making it difficult. Oh, a recovery from Zen. Monkey Moon had bought just enough time, and how did he demo him? That is crazy.
Killers, the skin touch.
Uh-oh. Weak.
Very awkward there for Team France. This attack starting to shape up, but Zen's big clear will slow things down.
TRK getting back. The boost spawns for him. 2 minutes of overtime. The Killers forced to pop this up quickly. Monkey Moon misses the challenge. Next up is Vatira. Pops it up high. Rawas looking for him. TRK covering the other angle. Rawas is beat. Oh, he was beat too, but the post helps him out. And Saudi Arabia survived. Monkey Moon, no boost. He's forced to let it go.
Zen is going to chase after this ball. Gets the reset.
Pogo.
Perhaps thinking about the pogo, but didn't get it.
Didn't get, that's a tough place to try to get that bounce on your car. It's very specific where you have to hit it. Zen couldn't hit it there. Well, this is quite different from game one, isn't it?
Oh, completely different. Saudi Arabia, they're looking so much better.
France still look exactly the same.
Both teams having threatening opportunities, and it's going to come down to just a single goal.
Pop down, center of the field. Saudi Arabia. TRK, not a ton of boost. Trying to time that 50. It's too hard to line it up. Rawas gets around one, can't get the second touch. Zen and Monkey Moon are turning back. Killers gets the catch underneath, beats Monkey Moon, but the layers are there.
Vatira sweeping the goal line. Another passing opportunity. Rawas was ready for it. But Team France jumping on that right away. That shot going on target. Monkey Moon going to try to 50 this into a dangerous spot. Good positioning from Killers to be able to clear that off the line.
Oh, the pass, but TRK was just a little too far away from it. Your passes have to be perfect in this lobby. Anything degrees off the margin, France are going to take it. Anything degrees off the margin for France, Saudi Arabia are going to take it. It comes down to mistake-free Rocket League. Rawas getting through one.
Oh,
gets the demo.
Boost does get the demo, though.
Pushed across to the side. Killers is still waiting. He's never going to get a chance to go. But Vatira gives this up. Zen waits for the outlet from Monkey Moon, who spawns for him. Good pop-up, but a good challenge as well. Saudi Arabia starting to feel it.
Where's the
smoke? But no shot is blocked immediately.
The pressure is mounting. Saudi Arabia, another chance. The 50 from Rawas. The shot from TRK goes wide.
Monkey Moon Tough spot, not a lot of boost. He gets 50'd out. This is looking good for Saudi Arabia. The most pressure they've had all series so far. 4 minutes of OT, but France are holding the line. Killers pops it back up to Roas. Roas off the ceiling. Missed the second touch.
Oh,
Killers backflips.
The backflip, that looked like another shooting opportunity. France is struggling to keep their head above water, but Saudi Arabia,
Killer.
Oh, can they do it now? No.
Backboard has never been available for Saudi Arabia, and it's boomed back down to the blue half. But they're still holding on to the ball. Vatira's beat, but it's to the corner. Monkey Moon and Zen are waiting there. Monkey Moon, popper, Killers, forces it up. Another air dribble, another attempt, another Zen save. Zen threw another. Big TRK got dusted. Monkey Moon waits.
Oh!
Zen, no, he can't get there. Vatira has to turn and run.
Is that on target?
Oh! It's
off
wide!
the post! Off the post! Rebound also denied!
Unbelievable! Somehow, someway, France take us to another full game of Rocket League in game 2.
Oh my! Everyone's heart rate's going up there.
Monkey Moon
that game was over, Jorby.
Everyone getting 130 or above here in the lobby. God knows what mine is right now. Roas gets challenged on the play. Oh, Zen denied.
TRK predicting the lane perfectly.
No powerful shot, not when you don't have the boost to do it. Vatira and Monkey Moon together, actually a wifty. Now hot on Roas off the backboard. But again, France have the big boom downfield. TRK forced to play it back into Roas. Good catch, but again, Zen's ready. Off the wall, back to shot, too light, too low. Another rebound. He's got the save. Pass to Zen. Zen half flip back to defend. Roas gets the 50 through. Killers wave dash. Pop against the board. Roas trying to steal that boost as well. Saudi Arabia on the attack, trying to stay in supersonic, but forced back to the blue.
And perhaps that was France's chance. It looked like that was a scoreable ball for Vatira. Now Roas with a full tank, trying to take it airborne. Tipped aside by Zen.
No free balls in each half, James. Always a defender ready to get a touch out into relative safety. Forced to chase down on the challenge.
Killers slowing it down, pass across the middle. Shot was on target, but easily saved. France stacking the net.
This is the highest I've ever seen Monkey Moon's heart rate. 170. It just dipped 5. Monkey Moon gets bumped out of the way. And Roas just trying to neutralize the ball in the 50s, then expending the boost. Every single player you're seeing go up, they're using every single bit of juice they got in the tank just to get to the 50. It is thin as a single hair between these two teams.
7 minutes of overtime so far.
Oh,
now a shooting opportunity potentially, but no, Roas first to it. Vatira trying to force the issue. Killers enough boost to get back in the play.
Good challenge from Killers. Trying to avoid that bump, but the inevitable happens, and now Zen has control. Vatira underneath.
Go for the bump!
And oh, he ran into Zen. Monkey Moon saved!
Shot after shot being saved on both ends.
TRK! TRK! No! Monkey Moon again gets the save! Roas coming across to the side. Beast Monkey Moon on one. Killers! No! Oh! No, it's saved! Saudi Arabia gets stuffed!
That looked like a pre-jump. Everything was there. But the crossbar stood in the way.
This is game 2!
If this is game 2, Jorby, I am excited for what we have in store.
Oh, God, it's going to be like a best of 14 or best of 15. The Killers up high again. Good catch from Zen, buying time. And ooh, a little pop to beat Roas, who was trying to feather his way to a 50-50.
Clear up field. Vatira doing everything he can to make the defense miss.
Monkey holding it. Killers quickly to the challenge. Look at that touch. Great follow-up as well. Too high, though. No boost to chase it. Still finds a way back to the 50s. Then let it drop. TRK denied by Monkey Moon, who keeps on getting in the way on defense.
Oh.
He simply won't let him through for free.
Gotta
now
be
jumps
careful.
on the whipty again. Monkey Moon. Monkey. No!
Monkey Moon threatening. But again, Saudi Arabia's defense stands tall. The pass, the shot just off target for France.
Next up is Roas. Vatira decided to stay back on that one. France don't want that full commit. They know what's at stake. They could get another game win here as we approach. TRK between the eyes!
Stunning end. TRK It's the defense. That overtime lasted an eon. But in the end, Saudi Arabia come out on top. And if there's any question about their composure in grand finals, I think that answers the question, Jorby.
This is a different Saudi Arabia. Like Roas told me earlier, it's not going to go the same as it did before.
And that is such a critical game for the psyche of Saudi Arabia with their struggles in grand finals to go up against a team of the class of France in the grand finals here at the FIFAe World Cup. And to go an astonishing 8 minutes and 52 seconds in overtime and to win it, that is such a boost.
17 saves for Saudi Arabia, 11 saves for France.
And
Roas got 1,000 points. He dropped a foul in that lobby. Everybody except for Zen was above 700.
I'm sweating right now, Jorby. I am absolutely sweating.
I almost fell at one point because
I mean, you have to take just a moment and breathe. 8 minutes and 52 seconds, and that's not just some random group stage match whatsoever. That is a grand finals match where if Saudi Arabia loses, then probably everyone at home's thinking it's chalked, it's done and over. France has it, but to get that win, oh, we got a ball game now, Jorby.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, James, how many times we've seen overtimes that go that long, almost 9 minutes, to be what is actually the nail in the coffin and totally gasses the team that loses it. But because Saudi Arabia win it, it's a whole new ball game. So we play 3 games of Rocket League, and you get 1 game win. We don't make the rules. TRK will move it downfield.
Oh, and that is taxing. We'll see how France responds to that devastating loss.
France, for the effort, still had so many great tries on offense. That Saudi Arabian defense stepped up in every single way. 17 saves is nothing to sniff at.
And on the other end as well, France had multiple scoring opportunities. And they've been just a little more precise. Could have ended it as well. Batira, full boost. Slowing things down, trying to take it airborne. There's a demo. Reset shot, saved by TRK, who must have a crystal ball because he is predicting where those shots would be coming.
Well, Zen popped it up. Monkey Moon actually gets back to it, but yeah, skirting across with 0 boost, gonna be hard to get power there. They were hoping for Vatira. France almost got caught out in the middle of their rotation there, but they got called off. They reset themselves, and they're okay in the corner. Saudi Arabia starting to feel it out here. Just trying to win the scrum in the corner. Killers put himself back down. Saudi Arabia finding ways to hold on to the midfield. Roas, catch underneath and an air roll down, but saved by Zen.
Zen has been doing a great job this tournament of being last back, waiting till the last second to jump, making sure those shots get saved.
Across, it's taken away. It feels so close whenever it goes across like that. It wasn't through that backboard that Saudi Arabia did break through. It was a drop down, pass denied again. It's France playing a lot of defense here in the first 2 minutes.
Seen a few pre-jumps as well from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia looking more and more comfortable as time goes on.
Great touch. Back to Roas, though. He's got to stretch to get back to the 50. That works out. He's happy for that one because Killers is right there. Little wave dash popper. 50 to support. Everyone looking for the corner boost that doesn't spawn.
France were not able to score last game. Still being held scoreless. This defensive performance from Saudi Arabia in games 2 and 3, admirable, Jorby.
Really has looked so solid from them, and you were calling out those pre-jumps earlier. That's how you know that Saudi Arabia are locked back in mentally, because that is just part of their game. That's part of their confidence and part of how they love to intimidate teams. I mean, it's not to intimidate, that's just how they play, but it is intimidating.
Whether they intend it or not, it certainly is. And it's crazy to think that this is the same team from that game 1 who team bumped, left those nets open. It was such a routine game win for France, but since then, Saudi Arabia has locked things down. Now TRK flip reset early, going for a bump, rebound out. France panic clear to the corner, pass across the middle. It is hit to the side by Monkey Moon, but Roas is still there.
Yeah, unless there's a shot dot to the corner. But unless there's a clear car advantage, Killers not gonna get there. Camera angle adding some drama there. Monkey Moon has the touch. Monkey Moon will take that fake and try to push it forward. Vatira, no boost spawns for him, still holds. Monkey Moon does get that midfield boost, and France get to keep this ball in the blue.
And even got that little touch that set up Zen to keep this ball in the Saudi Arabia half. Now the shot going to be very weak. Kept to the corner. Vatira will get the boost steal. Zen goes for goal. It's a little awkward. Rawas stuck on the post.
Monkey Moon back over to Vatira. But these challenges are still good. Every challenger just pops himself in the corner.
Oh, and he missed! That net looked pretty open. Had that shot gone near post, I think he would have had it, Jorby.
I think so too, but Vatira's not quite done. It's a high touch. Saudi Arabia are waiting for it. They'll let him expend the boost and play it to the backboard dead. Monkey Moon stops dead. Can't get back to the challenge. Zen gets chipped on the play. It's up to Vatira to hold.
Vatira booming it straight up the gut. Killer's there. Will he have another touch? No. Zen also jumping. Miscommunication from Team France. That gives space to Saudi Arabia.
Killers again. Drops it fake. And it wasn't on target. It went low. But still, that rebound could have been deadly. Now back up for Killers. Up to the ceiling. Killers back to the wall. Killers to his team. But they can't find a way in. France had it locked.
Monkey Moon praying that boost would spawn for him, but it doesn't.
We go the same way we just went last game. We're 20 seconds left. Are we really about to do this again?
Another 0-0 overtime unless we see some fireworks here. Final 10 seconds of the game. France hoping to get an attack going.
Hard pop. France with Monkey Moon, no boost. He can't do anything with the play. Killers getting in the way. Oh my God!
Oh my!
They get away with it!
Oh, Vatira! Had he kept that ball elevated, that would have been game.
Oh, that would have been a gut punch to Saudi Arabia, but now at the kickoff, looks like they might have been able to develop something with Monkey Moon. Headhunter and a hard flick. Vatira tries to get underneath. Demo for Monkey Moon. Back over to Vatira. Popper, air dribble, hold, boosted to Zen. They can't get it on target. Zen has a little bit of space, a little bit of time. Got him to bite, got him to move. Box is not open quite yet. France are waiting for the opportunity. They take all the time they need, but they can't find an opening.
And somehow Saudi Arabia wiggle out of that as well.
Insane. Absolutely insane. Monkey Moon. Cross to the side, but hard clear, and that is a dangerous ball. They need a follow-up quick because here comes TRK. Off the ceiling, it kicks away from him. He has support. Back to the corner. Now the Saudi pressure begins. Monkey underneath. He'll wait for Zen and still play that touch underneath. Zen back over to Monkey Moon. He's got to chase it down. He's got the 50. Zen needs boost.
Back pass from Monkey Moon. Zen trying to move in. Another 50 from Vatira. Right into the hand of Killers. Looking for Rawas off the ceiling. We see Boom Ball. The nerves really showing when those teams just blasted as hard as they can back and forth. The risk of trying to take possession in your own half. Drop it down into a dribble, but that's what Vatira does. But he's shut down, sent right back into France's half.
Glued to his nose. He had zero boost. Zen bump? No. Saudi Arabia are just as good at that air dribble bump and just as good at avoiding it. Here they go in the transition, faking it. Ooh. And France have it ready for almost every single fake. They force the double commit, but they do get the clear. Rawas forced back on defense.
Rawas trying to pass it over to TRK. Does connect. TRK with a reset, using it early. Off the ceiling and down now. Zen, no boost clear attempt. Rawas, stay on it. Flip reset pass up to Killers.
Double!
Killers going for the double, and it's denied.
TRK's not quite done. Peeks it up high, pass, but Killers, it's just a little too awkward for him to handle. And Vatira gets the clear downfield for France.
Vatira to try to stay behind this for a 50. Wow. Pops it up and over as well. Excellent effort from Vatira. Also gets the mid boost. This could be something for France.
Zen has the boost. Zen, no, it's saved on the bar. Shot, no. Monkey Moon, another shot denied in front of the box in Saudi Arabia. Simply will not let them open it. Zen has a little bit of space off the demo. Has another touch. Bump. Got him. Got. No!
Over and over again, Saudi Arabia make the saves.
I don't know how they keep getting in front of the ball. They're just taking gunshot after gunshot, but somehow they're still standing up, and they return fire!
Back-to-back overtime wins for Saudi Arabia. Is it finally their time?
This story's going a little differently in the grand final. Saudi Arabia have been here and lost here so many times. France now, 2 gut-wrenching overtimes. You couldn't close, not nearly as long as the last one, but every bit as demoralizing.
Oh my, it is jaw-dropping, Jorby. What if I told you that France has scored more goals than Saudi Arabia?
That's ridiculous.
But it's true.
That's ridiculous. I feel like nobody scored anything.
I mean, two 0-0 overtimes in a row. France shut out back-to-back games. I was ready to call the goal. In those, Rawas, how does he get back to save that? I was thinking the game was over. And now we've got a timeout being called by France. And to talk about it, we've got Miloš.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought that this game would be as close as it got? You can clearly hear that the crowd here is cheering for one specific team out of the two. So we're going to try to charge this up here before we send it back into game with this timeout. رياض سلام عليكم. السعودية 2-1 ضد فرنسا. شو حاسين؟ مبسوطين؟ طيب بدنا نشجع بس شوي لأنه بدنا الفريق الوطني يربح، ما هيك؟ أول شيء لفرنسا. ليك في حتى ناس بيقولوا حتى ما عم بتشجعونه وعم تعملوه بوز بحبوا يسمعوها. بعد مرة لفرنسا وللسعودية وبعد مرة
Saudi Arabia have the lead in the grand final. When's the last time that happened?
And then look at the fashion in which it has happened, Jorby. Game one, let's be honest, let's be real. It was a disaster for Saudi Arabia. An absolute disaster.
I almost thought the series was over after that.
Yeah, we're thinking, here's the same old story that plays out over and over again. But then game two, the defense that has shown up for Saudi Arabia has been game-changing.
Saudi Arabia for so long, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. This may be the time for them. They have a chance to put France on match point, on home turf, as the host nation here for the FIFAe World Cup. You couldn't ask for a better start to this grand final.
Let's see what the Farah effect was coming off the back of this timeout for France.
Loss.
And it's Saudi Arabia that scores first.
We are not going to go to another 0-0 overtime. No, the Twins are going to lock this one in and give France a little twister.
And we've seen the willingness for Saudi Arabia to heavily commit on offense. We've seen multiple pre-jumps. Now Killer's going all the way up, ready for that drop down. Saudi Arabia, they're confident, and for good reason. TRK scores!
This crowd is in it. TRK's in it. Rojas, he's living it. Holding the ball, a beautiful pass, and a dot from TRK.
And how refreshing is it, Jorby, after two 0-0 games that go into overtime, you see Saudi Arabia come out swinging. Now France is on the back foot.
France, after that timeout, we've seen them respond to difficult situations and come back. You know, James, and
All this from Zen?
Well, hang on a second. Killer's almost finding the goal. Sheeves was saying on the desk earlier, Saudi find a few things. He wants to see how Farah and these France. I'm never going to talk about it. Why talk about that? It doesn't matter. Saudi are absolutely destroying them.
Zen just had a misread. Vatira gets bumped, so Zen, in a panic, makes a touch. He doesn't know if someone's coming in to take the shot. Ends up passing it right out into the middle where a Saudi Arabian player is waiting. We're not even a minute in. 3 goals to nothing. Saudi Arabia are finding their footing.
They're quickly getting that goal differential right back to even in the series. Hard flick. This is looking good for France. You allow 3 here, but if you can get one back, especially outside of 3 minutes, that'll give you plenty of time to get back into it. But France actually have nothing here on the midfield. They get pushed back, trying to hold the ball. Vatira through, but Killers actually just wins the 50 entirely. It forces Zen back to the corner.
France have so much ground to make up. Flip reset pass, finding no one. Killers, will it be a solo play? It's shut down by Vatira off the ceiling. The shot going to be easily stopped by Rawas.
And Monkey Moon just rolled it right into Rawas. Doesn't have a ton of boost, but he doesn't need too much. Little throw up in front. A fourth goal surely just puts this in house money territory for Saudi Arabia.
And all eyes on France. They haven't scored in the previous 2 games. Will this be the 3rd game in a row that they failed to even score a single goal? The most dominant looking team in the tournament. Steven Vatira going for a 50. Monkey Moon trying to keep this press going.
Yeah, but didn't have any boost either. Vatira also needs boost. Then the only one with anything in the tank. Monkey Moon finally picks up a canister. And everybody's boosted up now on France. But the demo doesn't really matter. They'll let that ball fall back to the corner. And Saudi Arabia waste another minute off this clock.
Bump attempt paves the way, and there's the goal for France.
Step 1 complete. 2 more steps to go to tie it up. Vatira drops it down. Killers, he had to respect that little pop threat from Vatira when he comes down. Vatira leaves the ball go. It bounces, keeps it close for Monkey Moon.
Such a smart play from Vatira. Using that space given to him, just letting it bounce, moving ahead, getting the bump, and not only getting that first bump, but making it awkward for the second defender as well. Team France, plenty of time to turn this around, but it has been looking grim offensively for them as of late.
Nice feather from Rawas. But Monkey Moon actually gets a clean touch off the backboard. Vatira has the reset, but a beautiful touch from TRK and a great follow.
And there, the shot.
Oh,
but a baby come, and now we see the demo from Killers. He's so good.
He's got the air cannon.
He only had about half a tank of boost, gets the demo on Zen. The isolation one-on-one play. Zen is that player you want in those situations, but that was an unblockable shot.
Saudi Arabia in prime position now to put France on tournament point and to finally get this curse off their back. They're on a great path to get that one done. Absolutely stellar effort from all 3 too. It's sometimes you need a single player to drag you back into a series, but all 3 of them snapped into focus at the same time. TRK whips one, but it's denied.
France running out of gas, and they already burned their timeout as well. They're gonna have to roll right into game 5.
Oh, yeah, Vatira thinking that pop was coming from Killers. He just waited, and Killers is in France's head.
If it worked before, surely it will work again. And it does. The little hezzy. Vatira looking lost. And then the air dribble bump play. Killers. He is playing with his food.
My, oh my, Saudi Arabia. How about that? This is quite the statement in game number 4. I mean, you said it, James. And now this is where those overtimes really start to be felt by France. That 9-minute overtime, that 3-minute overtime, it starts to hurt a little bit more in this final minute because you know the journey just got a little bit longer. You're gonna have to go the distance. You're gonna have to go to game 7 in order to bring this back if you want the title.
And this is that moment when you break the glass and hit the panic button for France. No timeout. Only 1 game left to lose before you're out. The pressure is so immense.
And doing this to Monkey Moon too, who he gets in a grand final. It doesn't matter if the crowd's against him, if the crowd's for him, if there's no crowd. He's usually taking the trophy home. And the fact he's getting stuffed right here against Saudi Arabia. Really everyone's getting stuffed. Zen, Vatira, Monkey Moon. They got 1 more game to get it figured out, and they're gonna have to keep it going. But an excellent form from Saudi Arabia. This is the team that went through the quarterfinals, that absolutely stomped Brazil. This is the team that just may win the World Cup.
6-1. This final is getting out of hand. Saudi Arabia is dominating.
8 seconds is a chance for France to take 8 breaths before they get into the next game, and they're gonna need it. You see those heart rates starting to go down as well here near the end. And like you said, James, we're gonna be getting right into the next one. There's no more timeouts for France. Their backs are against the wall. Saudi Arabia, one away from being the FIFAe World Cup champions.
Saudi Arabia. I still just can't believe this is the same team from game one, but they have finally showed up when it matters most. However, Jorby, the job is not done yet. This French team, they still have the ability to come back in here, and this is when the pressure now will be flipped on Saudi Arabia, knowing that they're this close to being able to finally win it all.
It can be dangerous, a 3-1 lead. And that's being in the 3 spot. But as we look at the highlights, James, for France, for Monkey Moon, you still got to take down Thanos here. But boy, do Saudi Arabia look like the Avengers right now. And
especially Killers.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's nuts.
The hesitation play that got Vatira jumping. And then to get the air dribble bump on top of that, Killers is in the heads of Team France. And he needs to continue to bring that level of play for Saudi Arabia. They've got to close this out.
You can see everyone in this crowd is going nuts, but there are some people in the crowd that they don't even believe it themselves right now, where they're walking around and they're like, yes,
can
finally,
we do this?
Finally, one more to go, 5 minutes to go. And finally, Saudi Arabia can win a grand final. Aquadome can be where it all ends. Will France hang on and take us to Neo Tokyo?
And will Team Saudi Arabia bring the same level of defense that they have before, and also that offensive prowess that they've been displaying? France, no time really to make much adjustments. We'll see what they can bring out.
France, this is the hardest that they've had to fight in the entire tournament so far, and still they're losing the bout. Roas has that challenge, and Killers will pick this up, no boost. 50 out. TRK will happily take that one. Aggressive form on low boost from Saudi Arabia. You don't win that 50, you're probably getting scored on.
Vatira did win that boost race in the corner, but still getting dunked on. Zen doesn't get a piece of that. Killer trying to play keep away, tapping it up to himself, looking for a 50. Does get a piece of it, but is kicked all the way back to the corner. Ross popping it up. Monkey Moon there first. What's Zen gonna do? Zen trying to go for the dish.
Well, Monkey Moon, France are happy that one didn't skip out a little closer to center. He still had to recover and get the corner. France trying to slow things down a little bit. Reload. Killer's underneath trying to bump. He does force France to jump.
And it seems, Jarby, like Saudi Arabia has unlimited ammo at the moment.
Yeah. They found the up, up, down, down. Well, that's the Konami code. But some other code for infinite ammo. Hopefully no one tells them the one for boost. Here's Vatira back over to the opposite side.
That's a big pinch from Vatira. Killers gonna be too far away for him to get a double. Pass over to Vatira. Vatira off the arc and down. Oh. Low boost there. Rawas does pick up the corner. Strong 50 from Zen, and a nice challenge from Rawas.
Great read from Vatira there. He recognized that that 50 was not going to go their way. He immediately turned off the ball. He wanted to play aggressive there, and had he not, that would have been a ripper and a question mark as to whether or not Monkey Moon was going to get there.
Well, we see the same solo play success. Killers has been able to make it work.
Oh, wow,
He's been a one-man show at times. Can France do something to get their offense going?
Vatira's trying to, but with 7 boosts, it's certainly difficult. Zen has to respect the clear. Missed the ball. Monkey Moon missed it as well. And France, uncharacteristic.
Zen missed the ball here. Goes up. Dives in, whiffs, and then Monkey Moon also doesn't make contact. And when you are only 1 game from elimination, you cannot afford to make those kinds of mistakes.
It seems like the well of success for France may have been poisoned. Saudi Arabia finding a way to get it done right now. They have the lead. And if it stays this way for 2 minutes, they are your FIFAe World Cup champions.
Killers opts to just get the boost, leaving it for a teammate, but that was a little shaky from Saudi Arabia. Equally spaced players, but they end up diving in at the same time and still getting the save.
Oh, Killers popping that one up high as well. And this offense has just not let up from Saudi Arabia whenever they get the chance for it. Vatira looking for a bump with 8 boosts. Monkey Moon, no!
every time. The ball looks like it's going in, and it's like a falcon swooping in to save the day. Saudi Arabia makes the saves.
Big clear as well. That chews a little more time off the clock. TRK going for the boost steal. He's got it. Monkey Moon waits for the touch. He sees the fake. Great read there from Monkey Moon. But it doesn't matter because there's Killers through one. There's Killers. 1, 2. Oh, he's so cold!
Just give him the trophy now! And give Killers the MVP medal!
Oh my God! Saudi Arabia! Killers! When he needed him, he's showing up in the biggest moment for Saudi Arabia, for the pride of their country. And here they are now with insurance, James. A minute left. It looks like they're gonna do it.
Another shot and another goal! TRK starting to extinguish all hope for France.
Well, there just may be a skeleton in a coffin in about a minute. 3 goals down. We know how hard that is to come back from in general. Doing it with a minute left, it will take a historic bottling from Saudi Arabia.
Final 60 seconds of gameplay. Does France have anything left? Chance here for Zen to make the solo play. Gets a reset. Instead goes for the bump. Oh! And the bounce shot. Vatira barely touches the ball.
When in doubt, James, whiff it. Tactical, as Zed goes and gets the bump. And Vatira, the threat is enough. And just may give France a chance.
49 seconds left to get 2. Kickoff strat here for France. Vatira with the strong 50. Monkey Moon stealing pass down to Zen.
Oh!
Zen will score! Hold on, Jorby. We're not done yet.
2 goals in 7 seconds. Monkey Moon with a beautiful pass. You can't count out France. Not when Monkey Moon and Zen are in there. And it all started with that kickoff. This strat works. Vatira with that follow-up 50. And they try it again, but it blows apart. Monkey Moon's got to play it away. Right over into Roas. Hoping to find TRK, but he's on the retreat quickly. He's got his boost. Killer's trying to get it down. All of a sudden, it's close out of nowhere. Roas got it across. Monkey Moon looking for Vatira, and he's dead. Monkey Moon got the touch. Everyone else from Saudi Arabia are back. Zen got chipped. That means he won't get the 50. Monkey Moon gets the catch again. 20 seconds left here for France.
France, do they have it in them?
Bouncer, Vatira. No one's around. Killers is close, but you gotta stay supersonic. Here we go.
There's
Final
the
pass, little flip, and take it down. Zen one more time. Zen, he's done it before. Can he do it again? No! Saudi Arabia done it! They've broken the curse! You're FIFAe World Champions!
Saudi Arabia are in a class of their own! Look at the elation from TRK. Immediately jumping up, celebrating. You know how important this grand final was for them.
He looked like he exorcised a demon right there. Wow.
And to do it against a team that many people were saying was the greatest team that Rocket League has ever assembled. And Team Saudi Arabia, with their losses before, overcome that in this grand final on their home turf.
That game 1 adversity, the team bump to start, set a terrible tone. And then they found a way to come back. A 9-minute overtime, 0-0 game 2.
And then to go 0-0 overtime again in the next game, and to get the win. This showed extreme determination. And one player that I want to highlight for doing so much for the Saudi Arabian team is Killers. Killers was locked in. All of them had their moments. TRK scoring in the overtime clutch moment. You also had Roas making those clutch saves. It was meant to be, Jorby.
Wow, what a finish. Tell you what, the stories write themselves, they truly do, in Rocket League. Somehow, these grand finals, somehow these tournaments, no matter where we are, no matter what time of year it is, always deliver. And Saudi Arabia finally do what has haunted them for so many tournaments. And that feels so special for them. GG's to Saudi Arabia. We'll send it out for the winners.
Riyadh, what a grand finals that was! Oh my goodness! But you know what? It's only right that we honor all of our grand finalists by beginning things with our medals ceremony, with medals presented by the Qatar Airways cabin crew and medals awarded by Rami Guy, the Chief Business Officer of FIFA, and Turki Al-Fawzan, the CEO of the Saudi Esports Federation. Gents, if you'd like to come and join me in the middle here to present the medals, that would be incredible. And now, please put your hands together for your FIFA E World Cup silver medalist, France. With Fella, Monkey Moon, Vatira, and Zen, these gentlemen have given us unforgettable group stage games, going undefeated in our playoffs up until the very last hurdle. This was no easy feat. They should walk away from this event with their heads held high. And now the moment everyone has been waiting for. Your FIFA E World Cup gold medalist, Saudi Arabia! TRK, Roas, Kaliz, and Doom, you have given the Saudi people all they have been asking for, and finally claim a victory on home soil. Thank you so much for joining me on the stage, fantastic delegates. One thing is for certain, this team right here, yes, you fellas, come on over, join us in the middle of the stage. Milos, get yourself over here as well.
What a team, but I need you. TRK, you promised me 2 days ago that you will only do an interview when you win the whole tournament. And by God, did you prove it? So what do you have to say? What does this gold mean to TRK?
أول شيء الحمد لله. ثاني شيء والله شعور ما يوصف إنك تكون بطل عالم. ما عندي شيء الحمد لله.
Of course, there's no feeling like it to win this, and I can't really add anything more to it. The TRK is saying it's a feeling like no other. This team should be very proud of yourselves, gentlemen. What's the next step for you? How are you going to celebrate after this?
الخطوة الجاية ما راح نوقف، راح نشيل كل البطولات.
The next step, we're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep it rolling. We're pushing everybody away.
Fellas, I know you've got some gorgeous gold medals, but now is your moment. Please make your way to your trophy. Everyone here, give it up for your FIFA E World Cup champions, Saudi Arabia! guess what, gamers? The esports does not stop there because the FIFA E World Cup will be back tomorrow